Okay. Oh, it's been a while. Hey guys, it's Jana
and Abby
from Ballerines by Night. Look at us together.
Together at last.
Yeah, if you're like OG Ballerines by Night watchers, you know, we used to do all the videos together because that was the thing.
That's how it started.
But now we don't live in the same place anymore, so that's why this is extra special.
Yay!
We thought we would sit down and kind of catch up with you guys since the last time we saw each other.
Yeah. It's been years.
A while. When did I come and film?
You came to Corpus. It was like 2015 or 2016.
Yeah. So it's been 3-ish probably years. Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, what's new with you?
Well, I've been talking to the channel a little bit about like kind of my life now because I'm essentially full-time dance momming it. Teaching, coaching, dancing, all of that has been kind of pushed to the back burner for a while I follow my son around who's becoming a total rock star.
He looks so good, you guys.
And so you know, we're getting ready to take him to YGP in a couple of weeks, and he's been working really hard. I mean, we've all been working really hard because you know we're traveling. So I live one place and we're traveling about 3 hours every week. And splitting time between 2 places to get him the training that we really want, and just so that I'm not having to do all of it for him. It just hit a point where I think he was just ready to like not be trained by mom anymore. And also, since he's a boy, to get him more male teachers and more male influence, that's really important. And it's worked really well because he's just making tremendous growth and tremendous progress. And it's kind of had me like examining my life, trying to like figure out what my next step in kind of everything is. So anyway, that's me. What's going on with you?
Let's see. Oh gosh. Like what isn't going on? I feel like I'm spread in so many directions. Like I feel like I have so many passion things that I'm doing, and they're all kind of like building momentum, and so like I'm just trying to embrace everything that's like coming my direction and trying to balance all of it. It's all positive things, so like I have nothing to complain about other than I just feel like overly busy between doing photography stuff, doing this channel, helping with my husband's business, and then, you know, and then just my own dancing and like, you know, I mean, it's like, so yeah, I mean, I guess dancing wise, I feel like I've just constantly been like hitting these walls with some kind of minor injury or something, and I feel like I've had a really hard time getting to a place where I feel like I can push myself and not have to hold back or feel like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do that or whatever. And I just had a good class like on Tuesday night where I felt like, I was like, oh, I can just do that turn, or I can do that extra rond de jambe, you know, like I'm just gonna do it, and it felt so good. So I don't know if that will continue throughout the year or not. Let's hope it does. But yeah, so dancing wise, that's pretty much what's been up with me, and then just trying to balance all the projects.
Well, and I think one of the things as we've been kind of like together catching up, you know, we're both going to be turning 35 this year, and I think we both are really feeling whatever 35 is, you know, that it's getting harder to like stay consistent because, you know, your body starts to, like it's fighting us a lot more. Making the gains is getting harder. Losing the gains is getting easier.
Yeah, it really is.
I think we're both kind of having these questions of like motivation and trying to maintain the consistency when, you know, it feels like every time we turn around, like, oh, I make a gain, okay, now I'm injured again, so I'm gonna lose it. And
it's super discouraging. It makes you think like, why do I even bother?
And should I, you know, you kind of question your mind, like, should I keep going? Like, is my body trying to tell me that, you know, like it's time to slow down?
Right.
And how much do I go, no, I'm gonna do it anyway? And how much do I just kind of like go, no, like maybe taking a step back is okay.
Yeah.
But then I do that and I'm like, oh, like I can't, if I take a step back, maybe I'm just gonna be like done for, and I, you know, like I'm too young to just be done for.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, trying to figure all that out and navigate it is, and trying to redefine, I think, what to expect of ourselves at this age.
Yeah.
And what to expect of our bodies.
For sure. Yeah.
And just accept that some of that stuff, I don't know, that being less is okay sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think just being able to make it to the studio once a week, like I have to do that at least once a week, makes me feel like I can, I don't know, like stick with it, or like, you know, maintain it somewhat, and if I do start to feel better, add in something else. But I think, you know, I think my body's really enjoying the breaks, and like I took the time off at Christmas, and like I felt really good since then. And I know, like, you know, if I start pushing myself because I feel good, I know I'm going to be right back in the same place where I'm hurting again. So I'm also trying to focus this year on doing more cross training, like, you know, make ballet something that happens every week, but also just do other things to help, you know, condition my muscles and my flexibility, just for like life things. But, you know, bonus, it will help in ballet, I think, because I think a lot of the stuff that ends up hurting is because I'm not, you know, working on this stuff consistently other than when I go to class. So I think that's hopefully gonna like help me survive longer.
I find that really important too. If I can get my workouts in, you know, in other times of the week, then I feel better in class. And I'm kind of the same way. I'm getting like one class in a week, which is not, I mean, I will take that, because for a while I hadn't had any classes I could take. So I'm really excited to at least have the one that I know I get one class a week, and just being around it. I've really enjoyed just kind of like being around a studio as a mom, which is kind of a different role than I've ever had. You know, I've always been dancer or teacher, or dancer and teacher, and the mom side is, even though, I mean, I've been a mom for 10 years and he's been dancing for several years, but I've always been kind of dual roles. And right now, in terms of where he is, it's like I'm one thing, I'm his mom. But getting to just like watch the classes and see the girls and be in the environment, being around Nutcracker, it was really enjoyable in kind of a new and different way than I've ever experienced. And so,
like, do you get to kind of like watching them go through it and have a good time? Like, is that kind of like almost as satisfying as it being your own experience? Is that kind of a thing?
And in fact, it's like, it's so satisfying that I almost feel like I enjoy that so much. It takes the stress off of me to feel like I have to have it for myself. That's kind of a little bit of a scary, but also an enjoyable feeling, because I don't want to ever, you know, like just leave it and give it up. But
you don't have to be like hanging on to it so tight, you know, like that's not any fun. So outside of our like personal dance lives, we thought we would kind of share. We have a plan for the channel this year. We're so excited to be like organized. At least we are this 3 weeks into January or whatever. So Abby had this brilliant idea for, like, we feel like we kind of struggle with like just pulling content out of the air, like things to talk about, you know, and like we're talking about our lives are so busy, sometimes it's hard to really think about, oh, I want to talk about this, because like it's not in front of us at the time.
And then we go to film and we're like, wait, so what am I going to film today?
So we're going to try to do like a theme each month.
I mean, I think January is like foot month. So we're going to be talking about, you know, things to like help your feet. And sharing some of our old content, because some of our original videos, we look back and we're like, hey, that was actually like, you know, we were filming together and we're like, that was pretty good. We kind of hit some stuff like right at the beginning of the channel that was really like universal information, like stuff we really still
so we're still like we would just do the same thing again if we filmed it.
So we're going to be trying on our social media, I think, to revitalize some of that and share it, and then also take the new content to expand on it and make it all kind of come together.
And then hopefully getting the blog going more.
Yes.
I know Abby really wants to do some more writing. I really enjoy writing as well.
Yeah, your last blog post really, like, it got some major hits and shares.
Yeah?
Really spoke to people.
That's awesome. That's good. So
we love to see our content shared. So, you know, to everybody who watches and follows us, if you've taken something and shared it, just know that we really appreciate that. We see it a lot of times.
Yeah. And the emails, the messages that we
Yes.
get, like you guys, seriously, like we message each other and we're like, oh my god.
Yeah. Can you believe this?
It's the coolest thing
like,
ever.
We're helping people.
Yeah.
People actually like us. And they watch us.
They like me. They like me.
It does. It really means a lot to us, and it helps us keep going because you know we aren't like making the big bucks off the channel or anything, but we just do it because we love it, and we are trying to up our game. We are trying to like really improve things for you guys.
Look at us. We got microphones on. We got lights. You know, it is.
I'm on set
top
right now.
dollar.
I've missed this.
I missed it too. Oh, yeah.
You know, the dance world is so stinking small because, you know, I met my friend Kristen. You guys have seen Kristen on the channel quite a bit. I met her where I was, and then she moved up to where Jana is, and then Kirsten from Twin Talks Ballet was from where I'm from, and then went up to Oklahoma, and you know, like we have all these mutual connections that have been in all the same places we've been.
Yeah.
And I feel like most of the time they leave me and they go to Jana. And I'm like, I don't know. But it's okay.
I'm like, that does keep happening.
I know, yeah, it really does. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I miss being in Oklahoma, and you know, like I miss the community there and the friends we had. So I'm always really grateful that I like get to keep some of those connections up through Jana. And that's the thing about the dance world in general. You know, you get to like keep these friendships and relationships no matter where you go, even if you are somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's
well,
kind of
like
nice.
when I was in New York in October, and I went to take a class with my friend Lisa, who I'd met a long time ago, dancing.
Like, she was like our little like baby teenager.
She was, and then she came and trained with Abby, and like.
And she's like killing it in life now.
She is, and like we messaged, and she was like, "I haven't taken class in years, but I'll go with you," and like. You know, and
that just made my life, because, you know, like I had that studio for 2 years, and, you know, I loved it. After 2 years, I couldn't do it anymore. But to see like two people that came together from that studio coming back to dance, still dancing, reconnecting, I mean, it just, like, if the only thing I did in 2 years was that, it was just like, this means like so much to me. And there are several former students I have, you know, from there and from other places, and I see these paths that they're taking in their life. It's really meaningful to have just like been part of it, even if it was for just a little bit.
Yeah.
It makes me all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of what's been happening with us and what you can expect this year on YouTube and on our blog. But yeah, of course, if you guys have questions or, you know, specific videos that you want, leave us comments below.
Comments and likes.
Comments and likes.
I feel like that was like, is that still done, or was that like an old YouTube thing?
I think it's a really old YouTube thing.
Like I remember us doing that like in the very beginning.
Yeah, I think it's really old. I also think that we're supposed to be telling people to subscribe at the beginning of our videos now, not at the end. Oh. I think that's the trend.
Okay.
So subscribe.
Subscribe.
Even though we're telling you at the end of the video.
Yeah, and Facebook and Instagram. Go find us there. Go subscribe on the blog. We're all over the place for you.
Yeah.
And we kind of share different content all the different places. So
yeah.
Yes, if you don't follow us everywhere, you're gonna be missing out on important stuff.
Exactly. But we'll see you guys again soon. Together.
Yes.
Something more than just this.
Yes.
So yay. Okay. We'll see you soon.